So we have Chris Jividen coming up now. He's out of West Virginia. I actually got a chance to meet him last year at a meet in Ohio, and this has been a dream of his for a couple decades now, essentially. Been around the game for a long time. He's one of Titan's first sponsored athletes, and he has been dreaming of getting to this platform for a very long time. So, believe me when I tell you, it's an emotional day the first time he stepped. I'm sure you remember that too, the first time he stepped on that WPO platform.
Right.
Very much a holy crap moment.
I agree.
Yeah.
And they were baggy, like diapers. You know, you were laughing a little bit because they looked like diapers, but man, they sure work really well.
Yeah, they do. They do. Now we have Chris Jividen up in his Titan suit. And Chris been around the game for a long, long time, and so he's excited to be here, excited to show what he's got. Very intent look on Chris's face. Great squat there. The judges say that's a good lift.
I was impressed by his depth now. Solid lift.
I always like the guys that wear the polos under their squats. You know, always dig that. Very old school.
Want to look nice for their big day.
Gotta look good.
Said, you know, if anything goes down,
yeah,
this is what we're doing. But we had a plan, right?
I can just hear that in Scott's voice right now.
Yeah, but anyway, that was another great lift that I got to witness.
Absolutely.
Pressing.
And he's incredible. A lot of people know him more for the Galaxy picture. He's a picture after he tore his pec with the bruising. But I mean, at one time he held both raw and equipped all-time, all-weight class bench press, which I don't believe anybody's ever done since, which is really an incredible feat. We have Chris Jividen here. I mentioned earlier, it's his first WPO. Got his opener, so he's in the meet. It's very exciting. What's crazy about the Mendelsohn family is Scott may or may not be the strongest one in it, because Sean is no joke.
Oh, yeah.
Sean is incredible. Gets a little loose there, but recovers very well. See what the judges say on that. 3 whites for Chris Jividen. He was twerking a little on the way down, but he was able to recover fair enough and got himself out of there, so great job. Right, back to Chris Jividen now, West Virginia's finest.
A little side comment here. I don't know how to put this, but I really feel at home with the women that are walking around here. You know, their physiques aren't super lean. Their physiques are muscular, you know, and they're showing it off, and I love it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. They're not hiding anything.
Yep.
They're not shrinking. They're not apologizing for the space they take up.
Yeah.
It's a bit of an FU. I'm here.
I love it.
And it's great. It is beautiful.
I love these women.
You know, I watched this scene right here that we're seeing. We've got Chris's handler getting him set up. We've got the spotters everywhere. How can you not get fired up if you're a lifter and you see this and like you can essentially become invincible on a platform? It is so cool to see stuff like that. So you can see Chris as he pushes out like that, you know, he's focused on getting his air, hyper-oxygenating his body.
Tighten up. There we go.
Slow descent. Finding that groove.
He's in control.
Oh, he couldn't quite lock that out, I don't think. No, he did. That's a good lift.
All right.
That's a good lift. Not gonna lie, looked like he took a nap, but Chris Jividen, again, already mentioned him. He said a dream come true to be on this platform. And it's cool to see people hit those goals from wrestling during that time.
Right.
Incredibly different.
Yeah. It's hard to keep your body put together when you're moving around so much weight.
Absolutely. And when you've been doing it for so long as well.
Right. Little wobble on the lift off, but he was able to even it out.
Yep. Took his time.
Come on, pull it down, pull it down. It's just elastic, just so hard. The shirt's so tight. Wow. That's a good lift. That was a tough lift. I mean, he really had to balance that lift off out. Get that. It took him a long time to get it down to his chest, but no problem.
Yeah. And that's the thing is that there's nothing wrong with taking that time, letting yourself settle into the bench. Instead of your body settling as you're in front of the bench. Like a bonus, if you see off to the right on the screen, you'll see somebody with a camera over top of the bench. That's actually the team from WPO Europe who's filming all of this to bring the production across the pond.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes. Truly making it a world powerlifting organization versus just the US and Canada and the occasional outsider. We've got Chris Jividen here.
What sort of shirt is he wearing?
So he's wearing a Titan shirt. He's one of Titan's original sponsored athletes. He's been with them for a very, very long time. And he utilizes the gear as well as almost anybody. Him and Alan Pilley do a phenomenal job on the men's side. There's a couple others that also utilize Titan gear that are exceptional.
They bring that bar down, they're pulling their elbows towards their pockets so they can get that bar closer to the chest. No problem, yeah.
Gets that lockout, gets that lift.
Nice lift.
Yeah. And he was doing this too, he's still recovering from a torn bicep.
Oh, wow.
We were comparing scars. I also tore my distal in 2020, so we were comparing that in the back. And wow, what he's come back from is just exceptional.
I've got some scars I can compare. I tore my...
Very structured rubber, it's very got really good grip on it. So he has consistency across the entire meet as far as how his feet work and how his feet feel. And it's interesting, you see very few lifters today that will use the same shoes for every single lift.
Right.
A lot of them will switch into these deadlift slippers for their poles, or may have a regular tennis shoe for their squats. But again, you see a lot of guys that have a couple different pairs of shoes. Brett's one of those guys that has the same shoe across the whole lift. I think you guys use a lot of Chucks, typically Chuck Taylor's flat sole.
Yeah, a lot of people use Chucks. I use construction boots, basically,
so
steel toe boots.
Wolverines and,
Yep, just for a little bit of heel on my squat. On my bench, I'm pretty sure I was in my my wrestling shoes or some flat shoes. At the end there, so we didn't have many choices of shoes when I lifted.
Right.
But Meadow did come out with a pair of deadlift shoes that I used to use.
Press call.
He's got the right.
Great.
Judges say that's 3-1.
Wow, that's a great lift. That was easy.
Really good.
Right.
All right, we are going to get started here. Looks like we lost our table for a little bit, but Beck and I are ready to go. We got Chris Jividen opening up. Deadlift here at 501.
I'm over here trying to save my husband's feet because the crowd were drawing.
Right. So here we are with Chris Jividen opening deadlift 501.
Yeah, easy opener.
But also that is Chris Jividen's very first WPO total. 23 years he's dreamed of doing this.
Wow.
I just can't fuck like this thinking about it. It's so cool. Yeah.
Beautiful. Good job.
It is. It's so cool. Right now, after opening attempts, James Vang is in the lead, Angelo is in second, Jordan Fender in third, and Brett Glisdor is in fourth.
Okay.
Again, we're going to build on these. And then,
how much do we have? About 20 kilos between first and second?
so these are the coefficients we have here.
Right.
So we have 607, 588, 564, and 544. So yeah, so you got about 60 points, which depending on the lifter could be anywhere from 40 to 80 kilos. Chris also using a hook grip, nice very sturdy. It's a man after your own heart right there. Conventional hook grip.
I love it.
All right. All right, so some updated standings here. So we've got James Vang in first still, Angelo in second, Fender in third. Robeson makes his way into fourth, and Testa in fifth right now. So we've got Vang at 620, Angelo at 599, Fender at 585, Robeson at 563, and Testa at 555. Finish that. He gets the down command. That is a good lift.
He got the call down.
Got a great lift.
I'm just going to make sure this sucker blocks.
Oh, he's going to have a moment here.
He's on this platform has been prison free for 2 decades. 20 years. He's worked hard to get on this platform. Let's give him a round of applause, everybody.
Beautiful thing. Love to see it. David Athey on the